Well, Deepak Chopra has announced that all his businesses, brands, and intellectual property will be rolled into one rebranded enterprise known as Chopra Global.
We're going to be talking about that rebrand and meet the company's new CEO when we come back on Good Morning San Diego.
Well, his critics called him a global scam artist. His proponents consider him a visionary who created a modern healthcare company at the intersection of science and spirituality. But no matter which camp you reside in, there is no denying that Deepak Chopra has been immensely successful building a modern-day healthcare empire. So it's a big deal when the 72-year-old announced that all his businesses, brands, and intellectual properties would be rolled into one rebranded enterprise as Chopra Global, and that Tonia O'Connor would be the chief executive officer. And what do you know, Tonia, you're sitting next to me.
I am.
First of all, congratulations on the gig.
Thank you.
How long have you been at it?
It's been a few months, and thank you so much for inviting me in and putting a focus on well-being for your community and viewers.
And we're going to get to that. It speaks to Deepak in the sense that a lot of companies are being criticized for not having female CEOs, and you are shattering that with your hire.
Yeah,
with that hire.
yeah,
So,
and thank you for acknowledging that too.
So
I'm very blessed and feel like I'm in my dream job here.
All right, so explain why the rebrand.
Well, as you said earlier, it's a roll-up of all of Deepak's assets and IP. I want to go back to something that you just said a moment ago about the medical community calling it a scam. While that may have been true 30 years ago, the industry has really pivoted. And now there is a lot of data, a lot of it from Chopra Global, from our company, that proves that there is a direct correlation between individuals who participate in alignment between mind, body, and spirit, and the overall benefits of their health. So I think this is not only something that is a nice to have, but really has become an imperative in the medical and health community.
So going forward, what's your vision?
So our purpose at Chopra Global is to empower individuals to discover their own well-being journey and personal transformation to lead to our overall collective well-being. I mean, there's never been a more important time for humanity for us to collectively focus on our well-being. And when it comes to well-being and how you define it, while it's very personal in terms of how happy I may be or what fulfills me personally, it's not just about an individual. It's about how we show up in our relationships, in our community, how we all responsibly treat our environment and especially our planet that we all share. So there's a full spectrum when it comes to well-being, which extends from individual to community to our planet.
Tonia, you're a real deal CEO in that your bio is very impressive, which includes running Univision. I'm wondering if your hire suggests that, because you were working with such a prominent media company, does that suggest new things that are going to happen with your new employer?
Well, first of all, I'm so incredibly fortunate that I get to represent a company that has tremendous brand equity and credibility in the marketplace. So my expertise in media and content allows for us to exercise on our vision to bring well-being to the world and to make it very easy and very accessible and to meet consumers where they are, no matter what their circumstances might be. Well-being in healthcare, it shouldn't be something that we only think about when we come to a point of distress. We want individuals to be thinking about it in their daily lives in routine. And we want it to be easy. We want it to be fun. And a big part of that is how we put it in context for them as individuals.
Can you share with us maybe one of your media ideas, one of the things you're going to introduce?
Absolutely. Technology will be a very, very big part of it. It, again, creates the accessibility for consumers no matter where they may be, on the go, traveling, raising a family, and having that easy access to our content and to the tools for meditation, for breathing, for nutrition, allowing them to find ways to hack their lives and to bring well-being into their daily routine is absolutely something that we're investing in and we're well positioned to lead.
I want to get back. Could you, you mentioned 30 years ago, the Eastern, Western medical philosophies were at polar ends. Now they're coming together a little bit. Could you expand a little bit on, give us an example of that?
Sure. So Deepak himself is a practicing medical doctor and practiced in Boston 30 plus years ago. And as the medical community was questioning the validity of mindfulness meditation as part of a patient's healthcare plan, Deepak came west. And really Chopra was first established and founded here in the San Diego area. We've touched millions of people through our programming, our Perfect Health program, and have clinically proven data that shows the direct relationship between mindfulness and well-being and the outcome of their overall health. Now, what we desire to do is really go upstream and not just address that with folks that are in a state of mental or physical distress, and again, bring it into people's lives early on so that it just becomes habit and just part of their everyday being.
You know, one of the key tenements to having well-being is a lot of sleep. I'm wondering, as the CEO of such an important company, are you getting are you following the doctor's advice?
Oh, you had to get me on that one. I do my best. How's that? And we are all work in process, and certainly one of my areas of improvement is sleep. But I joined Chopra Global because I really wanted to marry my background in media and content with a personal passion. And I've had a practice for more than a decade, and I'm super excited to bring it to others because I know the positive impact it can have not only on us as individuals, but our overall society.
It was an honor to meet you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Nothing but success.